Alright everybody, this is Form C. This is your grow your own medicine form. This is for people that are going to be producing their medicine either at their residence, somewhere else that's approved. And you've also been sending in the other applicable forms. So, nothing here important on the cover page. Right away, let's jump into C1. Like I always say, make sure these little boxes are ticked correctly or else your entire thing is void. So this is your first thing, you don't need to worry about this little box right here. But if you already have an authorization to possess, this is where you'd put your number, that super long number like MKI 08 16 19 22 XTY, that absurd number that you have on your license. That's the one that you need to put in. Production site, very, very important. So if you are going to grow at your house, or not necessarily house, but your ordinary place of residence, that it is the same as on Form A, you check this. If you want to do it somewhere else, for example, you have a warehouse, you have a greenhouse that someone else is going to lend you, you need to fill this part out, as well as filling out Form F. So, to repeat, this, if you're just going to do it at the same place as on Form A, you're at your house, this is for somewhere else, and if you don't own it, you have to fill out Form F. So, hypothetically, if you own this greenhouse that's located, in the bush somewhere, and you own the property, then you don't need to fill out Form F. But if somebody else owns it, they need to say it's okay. Mode of production, entirely outdoors, or indoors in the winter and outdoors in the summer. I would highly recommend just doing entirely indoors, depending on your situation. If if you live in the Sunshine Coast and you want to grow outdoors, that's fine. But your plant numbers are going to get very skewed. So, sort of without trying to screw this up too much, this is the formula that Health Canada is derived to talk about your plant numbers. So, in the regulations that you can find somewhere in the Health Canada website, you can download the 40-page legalese thing that talks about all the different formulas, all these different types of things. But this is more simply how it's broken down. So as you can see here, this is on the Health Canada site. I'm just too lazy to go put this into a nice Excel file, so I'm just going to do it like this. So if you're doing indoor all year round and you have a 5 gram a day, you're allowed 25 plants. This is actually a very important sort of charts to look at if you want to look at your storage limit. So for example, if you have 5 grams, you're allowed to carry 150 grams on you. You're allowed to have 25 plants all year. No, sorry, at any time. You're allowed to have a little bit over a kilo in storage. So yeah, 1.1 kilos in storage. So if you click the other option where you want winter and outdoor, indoor in the winter and outdoor in the summer, then your plants are going to get sort of skewed. You only get 5 plants outside. So it's sort of depending on your situation. You can get, but if you do outdoor, you get a huge storage limit. You get like you're allowed to carry like 10 pounds of cannabis, which I don't really know if you can get 10 pounds off of 10 plants outside. This is Canada. We're not in Northern California here. So depending on your situation, I would consult this chart, figure out what really works best for you. Find this URL somewhere on the Health Canada website, and sorry for the amateur video here that I'm making, and I know this sounds horrible, but you know what, I just wanted to get these things up. I wanted to get people getting that information to them, not necessarily all clean cut and everything. Maybe I'll do that in videos to come, or I might just go through the legislation. And if you have any questions, if you want to talk medical cannabis laws in Canada, I love talking about them. You could also check out somebody else. I don't know him personally, but I really enjoy his videos. His name is Jason Wilcox. He runs an organization called Cannabis in Canada. You can check out his YouTube video. His username is Jason0930. So Jason0930. He's got hundreds of videos on there about cannabis laws in Canada. Just full of knowledge and information. At times you can rant a little bit, I guess, because he's up on his medication, but just deep in knowledge. So definitely check out his videos. Big shout out to Jason. I don't know you, you don't know me, but you know what? I've learned a lot from your videos, and I really appreciate all the sort of insight that you've given me into that part of the world. Like I said, if you want to talk numbers, you want to talk formulas, email me. Send me a message. We can talk numbers, we can talk formulas, and I can give you all that sort of information. I can email that to you right away. I wouldn't mind doing that. So back to the form, C4, security measures. This is very, very important. So Health Canada has a bone to pick, with growers, because they don't want people to know. They want you to just live your little secret life, grow your medical cannabis, and have nobody else know about it, which is probably a good thing. So they require you have to have security measures. I would recommend writing things like, things are behind locked steel doors, we have an alarm system that's monitored, if you have a guard dog, etc. Write these things down. If you don't have them, you probably should, or your application actually might get denied if you don't have sufficient security measures. And that's the same thing for this as well. This is for your storage. So if you have 10 pounds of cannabis, there are greedy people in this world, and who would break into your house and steal something that is worth $25,000 or $30,000 in street value, but is priceless to you as a medical patient. So make sure that you have your security measures there. Make sure that it's adequate, and make sure that it's what they want to read. Like I said, I would recommend writing things like alarm systems, locked doors, guard dogs, etc. This needs to important to note here that if your cannabis is not stored at the production site, it must be stored at your ordinary place of residence. So that generally should take care of itself. Like every other form, I always say, make sure you put your name at the bottom. This is so important, because I've talked to at least about 3 different people who got their forms sent back. Why? Because they didn't put their name at the bottom of the page. So 12 weeks later, you send back thing. You don't want that to happen. Put your name at the bottom of the page. And here's your declaration. You got to sign this. Important to note, you cannot have your grow room near a school, playground, daycare facility, or somebody frequented under 18 years of age. I don't know why they just don't want kids to know about cannabis. I don't know why. Check, sign, date, and print. So that's Form C. Like I said, the plant numbers are extremely arbitrary. I don't know where they get these 1.2, 1.3, 1.825. Like, where did they get these numbers from? I don't know. Somebody at Health Canada probably knows. So if you want to talk numbers, you want to talk formulas, email me, message me. Check out those tables that I was looking at earlier. Pause the video, figure out what your situation is, and then accordingly check the boxes on the previous page. Here, entirely indoors, entirely outdoors, or indoors in the winter. So that's going to definitely alter your storage limit, your plant size, whatnot. So yeah, that's Form C. Stick around for Form D if that applies to you.